Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Jungvirt versus Sandknop.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Good day. Mr. Jungvirt, you claim the defendant's infidelities not only caused you to cancel your wedding, but also now to doubt paternity of her 2-year-old daughter, Peyton. You're demanding a paternity test to prove you are not the father. Ms. Sandknop, you thought you were doing the right thing by being honest with Mr. Jungvirt, but say your honesty has done nothing but cause turmoil in your household. You maintain you are sure Mr. Jungvirt is your child's father. Mr. Jungvirt, what's at stake today?
This ring, Your Honor. Our loyalty, our trust, our family, the way we handle things day to day is at stake.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So this has truly affected your relationship?
Entirely.
And your ability to be a family?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you
I don't understand why I came clean about it. I mean, if he's still having trust issues, then what are we doing here? Why are we still together? He forgave me for it.
He says he's unable to move forward with the wedding until he knows for sure.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
And that hurts you as well?
Yes.
Because you feel like you were honest?
Yes, Your Honor. And I feel like if I was honest with him about that one time, then why would I still lie?
Because if there's that doubt once, what's to say there's not that doubt again?
Why would I continue to lie? I did something wrong and I admitted my mistake.
Take me back. Tell me a little bit about this relationship.
We started young. She was 16, I was 17, and I always wanted to be with her. I always wanted her to be mine. Ever since then, we've been stuck like glue. I couldn't imagine life without him.
We thought all the pieces were going to fit together, and they did for a while.
And so take me to the day when she told you she was pregnant.
When I found out that she was pregnant, at first I thought it was a joke, but then, like 5 minutes into the conversation,
I sent him a picture of the paper of the HCG positive test that the doctor had given me.
That was the happiest day of my life.
He called me immediately after bawling. He didn't believe it was the truth.
So you were very happy.
Oh yeah, extremely.
I can see the emotion right now, even when you think about it.
I was beside myself, I couldn't say we were ready, but
we got ready fast.
We were ready.
You found out you were having a baby.
Yeah, I made her dinner. I was excited. I was happy.
You were excited because you thought you were the father.
Yeah, I called off work.
Because we were finally a family.
I said, I'm having a baby. I just found out that we're pregnant. We made dinner, we sat down, and we just enjoyed each other's company. And I immediately asked her to marry me.
You asked her to marry you?
Within 5 minutes of it, I was just cut her hand after,
And so you proposed, you said yes.
Of course.
And then what happens that changes the tide on all of this?
Before I got pregnant, Your Honor, it was right before Christmas. We're doing fine, and then all of a sudden we got in a petty argument. I can't remember exactly what it was over, and it lasted for a couple days, and I ended up just wanting to give him his space because he didn't want to talk to me, and I really honestly didn't want to talk to him at the moment. So I went to the bar and I got drunk, and I ended up not remembering anything that happened to me that night, and my intention wasn't to cheat on him. I didn't go out to have sex with another guy. I went out to just relax, take a breath, and just recollect my thoughts and let him have some time to breathe.
She can't explain to me. I want details. Every man wants details. Every man wants to know who did it, who it was, when it happened, why they do it.
And that's what I'm confused about. From that night, the only thing I can remember is taking a couple sips of my first drink. And the next thing I remember, I'm waking up in somebody's bed. I don't know who he is. I don't know where I am. I don't know what happened. And I looked around to try and find all my stuff, and I was trying to recollect what had happened, and so nothing came to me at all. And to me, it seems like somebody took advantage of me that night.
So you went to the bar to basically drown your sorrow.
Exactly.
And ended up waking up in a stranger's bed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you know if you had had
sex? I have no clue. I tried, while I was gathering my things, I was looking around, in the garbage can, and trying to see if I could find a condom or a condom wrapper, but I didn't find either.
Where was this person?
Asleep in his bed, and I woke up, I gathered my things, and I left. I didn't stick around to see what would happen.
When you woke up, did you have your clothes on?
Partially.
At one point, Mr. Jungvirt, did you find out about this night?
I told him 2 months after I found out I was pregnant. I tried to break it to him easily, but he could tell right away that I had something on my chest that I wanted to get off because
we were still in the beginning
of the pregnancy, and we were still fresh parents. And I was so ashamed of myself for betraying the one that I love, the man that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I wouldn't have said yes to him when he asked me to marry him if I didn't want to spend the rest of my life with him.
In the beginning, I had no idea. I had made dinner for her, and she sat down. She's within the first 5 to 7 minutes, she told me, you know, she's like, I got some news for you. And then just right then and there, I knew, you know.
He's like, you knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming.
And when you heard this news that she had this night and cheated, what did you do?
I stormed out. I mean, I didn't go drink.
You canceled the wedding?
I canceled the wedding. I canceled everything.
We didn't break up. He just said the wedding's off. He said forget about the wedding.
Walked away. I didn't talk. Didn't answer any text.
It's not just him that's hurting. It's me hurting too, because that 3% possibility that he's not her father, I won't be able to tell her who her father is because I don't know.
And I can see that upsets you. If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Mr. Jungvirt, at what point did you figure out that the other man may be the father?
We sat down and I got
app.
up on this app and we just started punching in the days. I actually have it right here. I could present this to you if you don't mind.
I would like to see it, please.
It's about the...
So you went back to this app that you discovered.
Yes.
Tell me what this shows me. In yellow are the dates you were ovulating. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then in blue are the dates you were intimate with Mr. Jungvirt.
Yes, Your Honor.
And in red is the date of the one-night stand.
Yes, Your Honor.
For which you have no recollection.
Yes, ma'am.
Both of these men fall within the window of conception.
Yes, Your Honor.
Once you realized this, did you ever try to find the other guy?
I tried to rack my brain to try and remember anything. I can't even remember the name of the bar. I can't remember, like, I'm trying to think about, like, retracing my steps to see if anything looked familiar, and nothing helped. I can't remember anything about that night.
And
you have no idea?
No clue whatsoever.
And I have no clue if this is the only time that she don't remember.
Hold on now, Mr. Jungvirt, you said something important. You're saying...
You don't remember this time, how do I know? She's not gonna do that again or has already done that again.
Okay, well, at least I told you about what I did instead of hiding it from you and going behind my back to one of my really good girlfriends, texting her, telling her to text me so you guys can see each other.
I know, but I
Wait a minute.
And you want to say that what I did was wrong, what you did was wrong too. No, you may have never gotten together with her, but you still attempted, and you still would have continued if I wouldn't have stopped you.
I wasn't getting...
You weren't getting the what? The satisfaction that you need as a man at home?
Exactly.
With the woman who sits at home all day, every day, taking care of our child, taking care of you?
I wasn't getting the attention. I'm the breadwinner. I'm the one who makes the money.
I never said you're not.
She hasn't worked in 6 years.
And why is that, Mr. Jungvirt? Why is that? You asked me the day that we got together, don't worry, honey, you'll never have to work a day in your life.
That's me being a man.
And that's me acknowledging I respect you for that. How many times have I told you I want to go get my own job so I have something to feel good about?
You don't need to do that. I make the money.
I feel like I need to. I want to. I want to feel appreciated like I appreciate you.
I can gather that there is very little trust in the relationship right now.
I trust him 100%. I trust him. I've gotten over his...
Do you trust her, Mr. Jungvirt?
No, he does not.
Not wholeheartedly.
Well, you asked the court for a lie detector test, and that lie detector test was administered. We will have those results in just a moment. I want to know specifically, you say you trust her to an extent. It's obvious one of the reasons why you don't trust her, but why?
There's been, in the beginning, even while she was pregnant with our daughter, she would get texts saying, "Are you up?" from random numbers. These aren't numbers that are named in her phone, like, "Are you up? Is Dustin around?" ? You know, and then I'd be awake, I'd catch this, and I would not reply. I would not reply.
Come to find out it was his friend texting my phone because his phone was dead one day and he had my phone.
My friends, no. Well.
Yeah. I'm sick of the name calling. He calls me a whore. He calls me a slut.
I'll get
a couple
text after
times a
text in the
week or
middle
maybe
of
a
the
couple times a month, he'll just get this wild hair just for no reason. Keep bringing up, oh, well, why don't you go have sex with this dude and not tell me about it? Or why don't you go and do this?
Mr. Jungvirt, you're talking like that at home?
Yeah, it's just that has to.
Well, you told the court that you trusted her somewhat, but it doesn't seem like you trust her at all.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
I don't see this.
You don't trust me
her,
before he goes to bed at night?
Oh, you didn't. Trust me. That was testimony you had already given.
I do not trust her.
You don't trust her.
You're right. I want to.
As you look at Peyton, do you see yourself? Do you see a resemblance?
I mean, her hair, it's pure blonde. I'm a redhead.
I was a blonde as a child, Your Honor.
And I got hazel eyes. Yeah, her eyes get green, her eyes get blue, and we'll get down there.
You have green eyes, and I have blue eyes, and her eyes are
We've analyzed her together. We'll get down there, and you'll be like,
what did I tell you?
Look at the blue inside her eyes. Look at the blue inside her eyes. Like you
brand
it into my head.
Two brown-eyed parents could have a blue-eyed baby. It's all about the recessive and dominant genes. You don't know what color her eyes are gonna be.
So the bottom line is, Mr. Jungvirt, this is a beautiful baby. It lives in your home. And when you look at her, you continually have doubt about who her father truly is, she's really your biological child.
Not just about who her father is, about my actions and what I'm doing. Like, there'll be times when he's getting ready to go to bed and he'll be like, am I gonna wake up with you gone again? Which has never happened. It happened one time and I was out.
You don't remember, but it's happened more than one time. I wake up at 12 in the morning, she's gone. She fell asleep at the river twice.
No, I went and drove to the river because I was sick of you calling me a whore, so I left and I accidentally fell asleep in the car.
Why you sleep at the riverfront in the car when you got a perfectly good bed right here?
Oh, next to a man who's calling me a whore and a slut? Seriously?
It's a man you love.
I do love you, but if you love me, you wouldn't say those things to me.
Well, I can see that this has definitely taken a toll on your relationship. Quite frankly, this is a toxic environment for a child to grow up in. You have to know that.
I totally agree, Your Honor.
But ultimately, what I'm hoping today is that we can figure out what the truth really is. The first thing we're going to do is get the results of the lie detector test. I have those. Mr. Jungvirt, in your testimony today, you said you are fully aware of one instance of cheating that night. You suspect there may be others.
Yes.
You wanted to know if there were others.
Yes.
You're about to find out that your insecurities have eaten you.
Miss Sandknop, you met with a licensed polygraph expert.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what do you believe we will find out?
That I'm telling the truth, 110%.
Okay. Miss Sandknop, you were asked if you had sexual relations with anyone other than Mr. Jungvirt since the one-night stand you admitted to.
Correct.
You said no. The lie detector determined that was the truth.
I told you! Not everybody is on this earth to hurt your feelings.
You do understand, however, that Peyton's paternity is still in doubt.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor, I do understand.
We looked at the calendar. Both men fall within the window of conception.
That's true.
Do you remember the 22nd?
Oh, I don't remember it. You're right. You want to tell me something I already don't know?
Are you
ready? Keep bashing me?
I'd like to tell you both something you don't know, which is the truth.
No, I know the truth. I don't remember that night.
The truth I'm speaking of is the truth as it relates to Peyton's paternity. I have the results. Are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
No matter what these results say, you have to figure out how to move forward. You two have spoken about how much you love one another, how much you've waited to be together.
Mentally, it's difficult for me to grasp the fact that there's a little bit of doubt.
Let's get the truth.
Thank you.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Jungvirt versus Sandknop, when it comes to 2-year-old Peyton Jungvirt. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. It has been determined by this court, Mr. Jungvirt, You are the father.
I told you. I told you. What?
Will you marry me
Yes.
again?
That's what this courtroom is about, bringing families together. And it's nice to see you all on the same side of the aisle.
Thank you.
We can move forward now.
We can move on. You promise? You promise that everything that you've said to me in the past stays here in this courtroom and will not come home with us.
It'll never flow out my mouth again.
You promise?
I promise.
You have to think about your little girl now. And the way you speak to her mother is the way she'll feel a man can speak to her. And you would never want a man to call your daughter the names you've called her mother.
No, they'd be sorry.
Right. But remember, she's somebody's daughter too. Bottom line is this: focus on your little girl, figure out how to mend the hurt, and look, these trust issues, they don't just go away. Mistakes happen, but you can overcome them together. We wish you all the very, very best of luck. Take care of that beautiful little girl.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. I apologize for everything.